Grand Rising, everyone. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope everything is fine. This is Denzamos, and you're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking impasse free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Now, I'm going to talk about why I believe this is my opinion, and I think you guys may pretty much catch up on this as well. A relationship with a chosen person may be boring. It may be like not that ordinary relationship yet, the kind of relationship that you've always been used to, your entire life, And even for a chosen person as well, of course, before they knew anything about themselves, or maybe before they got into this sense of awakening, they are pretty much been dating here and there into different relationships, even if they didn't work, but at least they have experienced some form of relationship with different individuals along their journey. And of course, in those relationships, there was clubbing. Of course, there was this, listening to music. There was jumping up and down. There was eating here and there. There was doing everything that everybody else does, But somewhere along the journey of the chosen one, they are going to come to that sense of awakening. Now, when the chosen one has awakened, they are pretty much going to shed a lot of skin, okay? They're going to do a lot of healing work on themselves, and they're going to shed a lot of skin. And they will release a lot of things that they believe are no longer working for them. So these things, people, places, and activities, they are like no longer for their highest good. They know that on a very spiritual level. They do step back into their real authentic nature, okay? We're talking about authenticity. And the more they do that, they may also realize that they are no longer interested in relationships. Yes, they want to be like intimate with someone. They want to have intimate connections with somebody. But for them, it's like relationship is not on the top of their bucket list. So if it comes along, it's a good one. A person is genuine and nice, probably similar vibration. They may give it a chance. They may go ahead and date that person. But usually when they feel like a person is not even near or close to their frequency, they're usually going to let that person go, okay? They're going to release that individual, and in a very good way. Now, if you come to think of it, a person who has given up on everything, a person who has given up on booze, a person who has given up on addictions, a person who has given up on clubs, a person who has given up on senseless talk, a person who has given up on unhealthy eating, fast foods, pizzas, and kebabs, a person who has given up on everything that is low dimensional, it's going to be very difficult for you to have a relationship with them. It's going to be very boring, because if you are a person like, for example, you like them, and most of the time it's going to happen, chosen ones, where you're going to kind of like meet people who very pretty much interested in you. These people are drawn to you because you have got a very calm and beautiful energy, okay? And everybody likes somebody of that nature, somebody who is calm and you can talk with them, and even pretty much they can hear you, they can understand you, they will support you, they will do all these beautiful things for you. But you see, at the end of the day, if you come to think of it, how are you going to be able to date a chosen person if you cannot understand their spirituality? Because for a chosen person, their spirituality comes before anything, okay? They put their spirituality ahead of them. Their spirituality is number one, okay? They will spend their time sitting in their own corner somewhere, building their crafts, maybe somewhere working out in the gym, or grounding in nature, or doing sun gazing, or all this kind of stuff. If you're a person who is not on that frequency, so how do you really expect that you're going to be dating a chosen person and you're going to be doing the same things together? It's not going to happen, because at the end of the day, even if you're in a relationship with them, you're a person who is used to clubbing. You want to go to our clubbing somewhere, beach parties here, somewhere there. You want to go out drinking somewhere in the pubs. You want to go out walking all over the place, you're out there doing normal jobs and stuff like that, you're eating pretty much everything what everybody else eats, and you're dating a chosen person, it is simply going to be impossible, because usually a lot of activities, they're not going to come with you. So it's why I'm calling it boring, because you may sometimes feel like the things you call interesting, the things that activate your spirit, the things that you really, really want to do, even if they are toxic stuff or things like that and behaviors, those things no longer work for this kind of individuals. So you want to go to the club, they will say no. You want to go to those parties, they're going to say no. Most of the times they're just in their own room, they're praying, maybe they're meditating, or they are going up and down. They're doing their own stuff. And most of the times they are very isolated people. So if a person is, for example, an extrovert, how do you really believe that you're going to date a person who is an introvert? A person who likes to be indoors, or a person who likes to be outdoors? So you can just see that automatically there is not going to be any balance in that relationship, because you are two people who are actually moving in opposite directions, okay? People who are actually vibrating at different frequencies, they are people who are always moving on the opposite direction. You're on the other side of the spectrum, a chosen person is on the other side of the spectrum. Because you see, chosen people also, they tend to be individuals who are very aware of their own personal energy. And they're very much aware of the things and events that are surrounding them, the people that they engage, people who come in and out of their lives, they are very much aware of everything. And they may sometimes see the things that you want to do, let's say in a relationship, the places that you want to go. They may figure out that those places are extremely low vibrational places. And they're going to tell you that they don't want to go. Okay, let's go and do this. They don't want to do that. Let's try this one. They don't want to do that. Okay? And sometimes it's going to feel like they could be a little bit selfish, because when it comes to energy, a chosen person is an individual who is very, 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 very selfish with their energy. As long as they know they're not giving that energy off to the wrong person, those individuals are to the right person, those individuals are going to extremely be aware, and they're going to be very selfish of their own personal energy, because they know the meaning of their energy. So in my opinion, I think it would never work out for a chosen person, spiritually gifted person, to pretty much date everybody else out there. Okay, there's a difference between dating and having a date or having a relationship. Okay, you could date, let's say for example, for a week or two. You could have been trying to get to know each other, but at the end of the day, you're going to realize that there is something else that is not adding up. At least according in your own perspective, you're going to figure out that there is something is not adding up, and something that you're not interested in, you know. So they do not really have, on a 3D, we could say they don't have a pretty much interesting life, because they are very closed off people, okay? They're sitting somewhere in silence, in isolation, they are building their craft, they are developing their gifts, they are learning some stuff, they are gathering a lot of wisdom and knowledge, they're reading a couple of books. And you, a person who is not actually in that vibration, you're completely doing something completely different than what they are doing. In any way, I can believe that kind of friendship or relationship, it may not work. Okay? Chosen people have got friends, but they have got like friends who they even never see or sometimes never meet. They could have like a phone call here and there, one or two, but they don't have like close friends. You know, these kind of things like besties, you know, those 3D besties, whereby you are picking up each other on the weekend and jumping all over the place, you know, going to the malls and shopping and stuff like that. And that's not the lifestyle of the chosen one. Because the chosen one is like an individual who is like not really out there to impress anyone. They are not out there to run behind everybody, do what everybody else is doing, jump into action here and there. They are only living in their bubble, doing their own thing, minding their own business. And they're not really bothered with what is pretty much happening outside of there, okay? They're a little bit inwards people. They only focus on what is going on inside of them, okay? Working on their energy, raising their vibration, praying and meditating, and building their manifestations to come into fruition. That's the lifestyle pretty much of a chosen one. So if a person who is out there and you're wondering why you cannot really get into a chosen one's life, and no matter how much you like them and no matter how much you really do appreciate them, you really like their energy. It's a very beautiful energy. But at the same time, there is things you have to look at when it comes to intimate relationships, okay? Getting very deeper with you on this journey with you, because a chosen person is a person who is trying to look for somebody like who is going to move along with them on their journey. And they are pretty much going to be on a similar frequency. They are going to be moving towards the same direction. You cannot be with a person who is going left and you're going right, okay? And you don't want to go, you don't want to go right with them because it's boring for you, and they don't want to go left with you because it's also boring for them. So it's not like a balanced kind of equation whereby you are two people who is moving towards the same direction. It's always going to be turning out to be a very boring relationship with the chosen one. That is the basic reason as to why some chosen people prefer to stay alone. If anybody shows up at the right time, at divine time, they may get along with the relationship, but otherwise they're not even bothered with that kind of stuff because they pretty much know there's not many people out there who is like them, and there's not many people out there who embody that similar kind of energy and that frequency, a person that they want to move along with their journey and grow each other to become their greatest version. So let's know what to think about the video. You guys know that I do love and appreciate the support. Book a session, donate or support my channel, and I'll get back to you guys in my next one. There's Almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.